Hi, it's Miss Jenny, and I'm driving again, but I gotta tell you something that happened today. So, I lost a customer, and it wasn't, it was bad, but it wasn't anything that I did or anything like that. Basically, what happened is my customer passed away. But I wanted to tell you a story about these people. I didn't know them real well, but I started cleaning for them around Thanksgiving, and so not quite a year ago. And basically their situation was the husband was retired and he had some kind of cancer, and the wife wasn't retired yet, but she was close to retirement. She worked for an elementary school, and she was having a surgery done and was going to use the time between Thanksgiving and Christmas or New Year's to recover. And so she decided she needed somebody to help her keep her house clean while she was recovering. And then when that was all over, they decided to keep me on. So these people were just so nice. When I went to do the estimate, they had me come in and sit down, and they started asking me questions about myself. And obviously I'm not a young girl, so I was telling them about my situation with Ray, and he hadn't lost his second foot yet. That happened over Christmas, but I knew it was coming, and the issues that I have with him, and they were just so sweet. And they told me that they've been together for, I don't know, 50 years, I think, but they had actually met each other when they were 6 years old. And so they've known each other for their whole lives. And they had dated some other people, when they were young, but they eventually decided that they were meant for each other. And so they dated, and then they got engaged, and then they got married, and they had children, and they lived this life together. So I'm cleaning for them about once a month once she recovered from her surgery and went back to work. And Valentine's Day, or right after Valentine's Day, I called her as a reminder, because I do that. I call my customers, or I send them a text or something to let them know that tomorrow's cleaning day, and just as a reminder. Well, she didn't call me back, and I thought, that's interesting. So when I got to the house, this is back in February, the house was open, and I went in. Nobody was answering, and I went in, and one of the sons was there, and come to find out, she had passed away. She just had a major heart attack at school and dropped dead at the school where she was teaching. And the husband was in the hospital at the time. So they decided, they still needed me, even though she was gone. He actually needed me more, to be honest with you, because he wasn't doing as good a job as she did keeping the place clean. He was okay, but he didn't do it the way she did. So I continued to clean for him about once a month, and God bless him, he stayed out of my way. He was always so pleasant. He was always, do you need something to drink? Always, trying to make sure that I was comfortable. And, we would chit-chat a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. And if his wife came up, oh, this poor man, he was so in love with her. He loved her so much, he'd start crying. And we were talking one day about how I tried not to talk about his wife too much, but we were talking about relationships, and I was telling him how, when you're with somebody for a while, you start having these little routines that are just about you and yours, And he was telling me, and he got teary-eyed again, he was telling me about when his wife was still working, he would know she would be home at a certain time, and he would, kind of get prepped for her. He'd get like a little glass of wine or something, and they would go out on the back porch, and they would just talk about how was their day, and that was their routine. And then, I guess they had other things, like get dinner or whatever after that, but he got teary-eyed after that. And so yesterday I called to remind him, and he didn't respond back, and I got a kind of a sinking feeling in my stomach, you know, like something's not good. And I got there this morning, and he usually has the garage door open for me so I can come in, and the garage was shut. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I called him again, no answer. And so, yeah, I had gotten one of the son's contact information when the mother had died, and so I sent him a text this morning, and come to find out that he did pass away. And so it's kind of a bittersweet thing, because I'm gonna miss him. You know, he was such a nice man and a good customer, but you know, the sweetness is he's with his wife again. At least that's how I feel about it. He's back together with her. So I don't know. That's my morning this morning, and I'm going on to another job that I have this afternoon, and I guess the rest of the day will be okay. So I don't know. You know, it's so sad when somebody passes away, but we all want someone to love us the way those two loved each other. So it's kind of this bittersweet thing. Anyway, I hope I didn't depress anybody, you know, or maybe somebody's crying, I don't know. I felt like crying this morning, but I also feel happy that, you know, he's not suffering anymore and they are together. So you guys have a good day. Make sure that you tell the people that you love that you do love them, and give them a hug if you can, and I will talk to you again. Bye-bye.